What's up, guys? So we're gonna be doing a little Q&A right now. We asked you guys to send in some questions because a couple of you guys actually requested this. So make sure you guys stay tuned to the end because we actually have some questions for you guys as well as far as the future of the channel. Okay, so the first question that we got was, when it's safer to travel, are we going to visit San Diego anytime soon? Traveling to San Diego?
I want to go again because when we went it was raining the whole time.
Yeah, that's true.
So I want to go.
Next question is, why did you guys move to Cali from Hawaii? Now, we moved away to pretty much broaden our horizons. Christine was pregnant at the time. So, oh no, she gave birth already. She had given birth. Kaylee was young. She was like barely a year old and we decided to fly away from the nest.
I need to be 7.
No, it was right after her first birthday.
It was right after her first birthday and we decided to come to California. We had an opportunity to move in with some family into our own place, so we decided to go ahead and take that chance. We were very young, or at least in our eyes we were young. This was about 5-6 years ago and it was probably one of the best decisions that we ever made, as far as maturing, I guess you could say. And yeah, we were able to accomplish a lot in those 5 short years.
This one says, favorite car mod on the S14. My favorite mod is the front flares. I don't know, for some reason I feel like the front flares came out so much better than the rear flares.
They're the same flares.
But I just like the front flares a lot better.
Are you raffling the Z? Because that's what Brawley said. No, Jeremy, we're not raffling the Z. I have been thinking about getting a different chassis just because I reached the point where the only thing left to do is engine work. I would supercharge it, but in order for you to Cali smog it legitly or legally, you would have to get I think it's like $8,000 for a supercharger for this car. I don't feel like paying that. I feel like I can just go with a different chassis and just make it a full-time drift car. So yeah, I will not be raffling the Z. We'll get into more of the other thing that I was babbling about later.
I think he should get a 4-door drift car.
Yeah, a sedan drift car would be sick.
What are some of the best things about being a mom or parents? I think the best thing is that you can just have a partner to do everything with, especially because I stay at home, I don't work. I can spend all the time I want to with Kaylee and we can go do whatever we want at whenever we want to. And it's cool just having someone to tag along.
My answer to that question is, yeah, she's like a mini me, pretty much. She's a little bit of both of us. And that's actually pretty cool. Like when you're first becoming a parent, especially having your first kid, like you don't know how the baby's gonna be and you don't really expect them to grow up as fast as they really do. Like you hear people say all the time, like, oh my gosh, they grow up so quick, before you know it, they'll be blank or be this age, and it really is that way. But it's pretty cool to see Kaylee just grow up and become her own person. Yeah, she's gonna be 7 next month in February. But yeah, that happened so quickly. But yeah, my favorite thing about being a parent is just watching her become her own person, and you get to bully your kids, tell them what to do. KAT versus SR. Now, I've only had experience with SR and it was actually my first 240. It was a fastback. When it ran, it was like the coolest thing ever. I was like 16, 17 years old. It was like the coolest thing ever. KA versus SR. Like I said, I don't have much experience with KAT, but as you guys see, we actually picked up a KAT with Bradley. He bought the engine out there. We haven't dug into it yet, but that will be a series that will be on this channel. I'm trying to convince him to make a YouTube channel so that way we can have content for him to post on his channel. So if you guys want him to make his own YouTube channel, make sure you guys go ahead and drop a like on this video and let him know in the comments below. All right, but just to answer your question, KAT versus SR. I've heard a lot of good things about KAT as far as holding boost and stuff, low end torque, and I've also heard of really good things about SR. I mean, they're made to be boosted as they come boosted from the factory, so I don't really have a preference, to tell you the truth. Boost is cool. If I could afford boost right now, I would go boosted. But we have other plans, which we'll let you guys know later.
This one says, when will the emits be for sale?
Never.
What got you into cars? Obviously it was Blaine. He bought me my first 240, which was the coupe, back in Hawaii when I was 15.
Insert pictures, clips.
Right before I turned 16, he got it for my birthday. And yeah, this is why I'm pretty much into it. For the S13, Blaine was the one that did most of everything to it. So the S14 is kind of my first time actually learning how to do things to the car. So it's pretty cool.
Question says, what was your first car and your fondest memory of it? My first car was a bagged 2001 Chevy Tahoe. This thing was like so sick, but it was also so expensive for like a 16-year-old to drive, because it's an SUV, and like when you have a job when you're 16, it's like you get like $100 every 2 weeks, and that's just for the gas. But it was super cool. Me and my friends used to just drive around, and it had sounds obviously, so we just bump our music, air the car out. Like for a 16-year-old, that's like the coolest thing ever. But as far as like my first project car, it was the fastback. And I remember when we first bought the car, my dad was actually, he bought it for me. We bought the car and he wanted to drive it home because I didn't know how to drive standard yet. I actually learned on that car. But he drove it, and maybe about 10 minutes into the drive, it broke down. Like something happened, I forget what it was, but I just remember us pulling over and it was like in limp mode or whatever. Like it wouldn't accelerate. We were on the side of the road for maybe 5 minutes or so. This is the SR car, by the way. And then like a couple minutes later, like it just started running again normally. It had your typical electrical gremlins that most 240s that Frankenstein hacked together have. But I just remember him finally getting it running, and he's like, meet me at the shop, because we had a shop before. And he just took off, and it was like a rocket. It was one of my first boosted experiences like I saw, and he's just gone. But yeah, so that was my first car and my first project car, and that was my favorite memories of it, I guess.
One memory that I have about my S13 is when we got stuck in the Taco Bell drive-thru because we couldn't go over the, the speed bump, and we blocked the whole drive-thru.
Yeah, and the lady behind us in a truck was like, do you want me to push you from the bumper?
I was like,
she was
no.
gonna bang her car on the bumper to push us over the speed bump. Yeah. She actually did do that. I think that's how we got it off, didn't we?
Oh, she did, yeah?
She pushed us off with the speed bump. Yeah, we were young and thought we were cool with our super slammed cars.
This one says, do you have other hobbies other than car-related things? No.
Other than car-related?
Other than car-related things?
I wanted to get into dirt bikes, as you guys seen on the channel, but I don't want to ride by myself. And my brothers came up with the idea that we're all gonna get dirt bikes, and I was the only one that got a dirt bike. As far as like other than car stuff, I don't know. Oh, we like to go camping. We recently just started like going adventures with the 4Runner and stuff, like overlanding, car camping stuff. But obviously it's too cold right now to go and do that. But in the summertime, we just went on like a whole bunch meaning like 3 or 4 camping trips, like every other week or so before it started getting cold. That's what we like to do.
Can you say something empowering to all the women in the world?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Just be yourself. To all the women out there, I just want to say, like, one thing that I've noticed is that women tend to not know their worth. They're not strong mentally as far as like letting people tell them what to do or making decisions on their own. My thing is, because I wasn't always a confident person as well, so I guess this goes for everybody out there, is to just be yourself, be confident. As easy as it sounds, I know how hard it can be, but you kind of just need to know who you are and be that person. You know what I mean? Like, don't get swayed by what you see on Instagram or social media, because that's not real. I mean, we're real, but like as far as like the Instagram influencers and stuff, like they're all touched up, they're all trying to be perfect. Surgery, that's not real life. Like, that's all touched up, that's all fake. So just be yourself, look in the mirror and tell yourself, like, for me, I'll be like, I'm Blaine mother freaking no jury, you know, and just do it. Just do what you gotta do. Be happy. Make your own decisions based on how you feel and not how it's gonna make somebody else feel. That's what I gotta say.
I didn't know how to answer that question.
Don't worry, I got you.
Okay. Dream car, mine is something 4-door. I really want a R34 4-door.
Oh, that's crazy.
He's gonna buy it for me.
That's crazy. Okay, so she wants like a JDM 4-door sedan, which
Yeah.
is also what I want. We actually had this conversation with my brother the other day. My dream car or like goal car would be a JZX, either a 90 or a 100, preferably a 100, obviously boosted manual sedan. Also a R34 sedan. I feel like coupes are cool, but I like the 4-door look. It just looks, you know, just.
Or S13 coupe. I really want a coupe again.
Oh, she wants another coupe.
Yeah. We were talking about it. If we get a coupe, I'll give Blaine the Zenki. Yeah?
She makes like it's not my car already.
It's not.
She got hella questions. I got like 5 questions. She got like 20. You guys need to show me love too, you know?
Would you ever consider selling the 240? Yeah.
No.
What?
Selling the 240?
The 240? I would sell the 240 if I could get something like straight from Japan.
Oh.
If anybody wants to buy it so we can get a 4-door from Japan, let us know.
No, because the ones that we want aren't even available to import right now. Don't hit us up. I have a question also. So this is gonna piggyback off of her question, because somebody asked what made me get the 350Z. Now, what made me get the 350Z was me and my brother both had Zenkis at the time. We were called the Zenki Bros. We were car meet kids, you know what I mean? You do your cars, you go to the meets, go to the shows, and that was what we did. We kind of wanted to be like, okay, what is better than a 240? And Z's were, they weren't brand new, but they were like the next thing for us at least. So we got rid of our Z's, our 240s, our Zenkis, and then he bought his one first. I had a little bit of trouble getting rid of mine because I didn't really want to because of how clean it was. But I ended up selling mine and I picked this thing up. And honestly, I didn't think I was gonna hold this car for this long, but I've had this car for as long as we've had Kaylee just about, because I got rid of my Zenki right after she was born, and then we picked this thing up. Yeah, and this is the same car that I've had. I'll show a picture on the screen of what it looked like when I first got it. It was so sick. It had like the JDM bubble ricer taillights with the stickers along the side, the Nismo stickers. It was so cool, but I made it look like this. So yeah.
What happened to the coupe? So when we moved to California, I thought that we wouldn't be into cars anymore, so I didn't want to keep it. And we sold it to Bradley. And Bradley didn't end up keeping it and sold it to I don't know who, but I still think it's running somewhere around in Hawaii.
It's circulating in the scene back home.
Yeah.
So probably the biggest question that we've gotten so far is what's up with the name change? If you guys haven't noticed, we did change the channel. the name of the channel. It is Car Shop Bloom. And the reason behind this is because we are trying to rebrand. Now, we were sitting down in the living room and I wanted to watch some of our videos, you know, as you do. So I went ahead and said Garage No Jerry, but nothing popped up. Nothing related to our channel popped up because it doesn't spell it correctly. It doesn't know how to spell Garage No Jerry. And that's a big issue for us because if someone is trying to, you know, they don't know how to spell it, they're gonna say, oh, show me Garage No Jerry. And my channel doesn't pop up or our channel doesn't pop up, it's not very helpful for us. So we wanted to rebrand into something that is more brandable, but also easier for people to find. Now I say brandable because we are going to be changing the Stay Good and Diamonds on a Budget to Bloom as well. Car Shop Bloom, Bloom Collective, something along those lines. As you guys know, we run a merch store. Christine runs a merch store where we sell some accessories, car accessories, as well as t-shirts and stuff. These are some new hoodies that we're working on. They will be available on the website soon. Carshopbloom.com. We have our own domain name now. We went ahead and purchased it. Christine set it up. So like I said, we're trying to take things a little bit more serious as far as the business side goes with the YouTube channel and our merch store and stuff like that. We see the potential pretty much in growing this into something a lot bigger, as we've learned in the last half of 2020. Which piggybacks off the next question is there any big things happening in 2021? Now, I want to say that there is going to be a lot of big things. I'm claiming it right now. We have a lot of big things that I want to do that I'm hoping we will be able to do. There's going to be plans for the S14 as far as like a motor swap. We have a motor direction that we want to go, but we're about 80 to 90% sure that that's what we're gonna go. I don't want to say it yet because I want to keep it a surprise, but also because I don't want to switch direction and then have everybody confused, like, oh, what happened to blah 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 blah, I thought you were gonna go blah blah blah. So we're gonna keep that a secret because we might switch directions, but I feel like we're pretty confident that this is what we're gonna do, right?
That's what I want to do.
Yeah, I already tried to change it once or twice and she's like, I feel like we should just stick to the original plan, which is good because she knows what she wants. I want to do more drifting. We wanted to do a whole lot more, but as you know, COVID really messed up everybody's plans in 2020 and it looks like it's getting worse in 2021. So just make sure you guys are staying safe, wear your mask. If you guys, you know, just, it's better to be safe than sorry. So we want to ask you guys this. Would you guys prefer to have more videos, but shorter? Maybe like 5, 6, 7 minutes long? Or would you guys rather keep it to the one video a week and 10 minutes, you know, we'll try to sneak in another video here and there. But we do want to put out more content. So would you guys prefer to have just the one video 10 minutes or more long? Or would you guys be okay with having a 5 to 6 minute video, but maybe 2, maybe 3 times a week? Let me know down below. Also, what kind of content do you guys want to see?
Would you guys like to see more like a vlog style, like things that are other than cars, or is it mostly just
or are you guys here strictly for car content?
Yeah. Or if you guys have any merch or product suggestions, because we want to cater to you guys. So if you guys have some specific thing that you guys want us to offer on the store, let us know down below.
Like I said, we are gonna take 2021 a little bit more serious as far as branding and our YouTube channel goes. So let us know. We need this feedback from you guys so that we can make better content and better products for you folks out there. Thank you guys so much for everything that you guys have done for me, Christine, and Katie. You guys freaking cool. We just want to go bigger from here. So thank you guys again. If you guys haven't subscribed, please go ahead and do so right now. Just hit the button. There's a lot of you guys, there's a big percentage of you guys who watch the videos but aren't subscribed yet. So make sure you guys go ahead and subscribe to stay updated on what we're doing here at Car Shop Bloom. See how cool that sounds, right? And yeah, and we'll get this thing rolling. All right, guys, so thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, drop a comment down below. Let me know what you guys want to see in the future as far as this channel goes. All right, peace out and stay good. We'll still say that. All right, peace out, guys.